Hello everyone, welcome to our online class. Again, this is teacher RJ, and today we'll be talking about mixed operations involving decimals. This is part 5 of our uh, online class for Unit 4 about decimals. Okay, so how? Let's go with this example now. So mixed operations involving decimals, there's a rule that applies, and actually the rule here is the same rules that are to be followed as with the whole numbers. The same thing. So what are these rules? We have deal with the numbers with parentheses, with exponents, with multiplication or divisions from left to right, and additions and subtractions from left to right. The same thing. If you forget about this, you can go back to our, I think, in our Unit 1 video. It's all there. Okay, so now let's go with this example now. Our example A, we have 2.85 times 1.4. These two decimal numbers are inside the parentheses. Then we have plus, open parenthesis, 4.9 divided by 0.07, close parenthesis. So again, as the rule says, first rule, this one falls in the first rule, deal with those numbers with parentheses or those groups. So let's deal with this one, 2.85 times 1.4. So here we have 2.85 times 1.4. So as simple as that. Again, as what I told you in the previous video, just ignore the decimals first, treat them like whole numbers, then only you put back decimal when you have the complete product of your operation. So here we have 2.85 times 1.4. 4 times 5 is 0, not 0. 4 times 5 is 20, so we get 0, bring down 2 on top. 4 times 8 is 32 plus 2. Remember, there's an imaginary 2 there, so we get 34. So bring down 4, carry up 3. 4 times 8 is, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11. So we get 11, the 1140. Then deal with this one. Again, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 8 is 8, 1 times 2 is 2. So add them up, we get 0, 9, 9, and 3. Then, okay, I'll just explain you from here. So that's actually the answer. Then again, as what I told you in the last video, what you're gonna do, count how many decimal places all in all in this operation, the total decimal places. So we get 1, 2, 3. So 3. So you count 3 decimal place from right to left. You get 1, 2, 3. So that is why you get your decimal place there. So again, this is just for this group. Now let's try to deal with this another group. Okay, so we get 4.9 divided by 0.07. So here we're gonna do the relationship between what's that, decimals and to fraction. Okay, so let's try to use that what we've learned in our previous videos. So we have 4.9, the equivalent fraction for this is 49 over 10. Then divided by the equivalent fraction for this decimal number, 0.07, is 7 over 100. Why? Because we got this falls on the hundredths place, and this one falls on the tens place. Okay, more explanation, then you have to go back to our previous videos. So after that, then copy the dividend and change the division operation into multiplication and do the reciprocal of your divisor. So that's the reciprocal, 1 over 7. Oh, sorry, 100 over 7. And then cancel. We do cancellation in cross multiplication. So 110 here can be cancelled out with 100. It becomes 10, and 49 here can be cancelled out with 7. So the remaining here is 7 times 10. So 7 times 10 is 70. 1 times 1 is 1, of course. So 70 over 1 is just as the same as 70. Then again, this is just the other group, okay? So 70. So what's the next thing you gotta do is to add up 3.99. Again, 3.99 plus this one, which is 70. So our answer is 73.99. You can add up the 0 here. You can put it there, but it doesn't really change the value. Okay, so that's our first example here. So I got one more example in this one. Okay, what we got here, this is a bit longer because we have, okay, 2 groups and 1 here. Okay, so we have 4.37 plus 1.84 in one group, open close parenthesis, times another group, which is 6.1 minus 5.8 inside a parenthesis, also open parenthesis and close parenthesis. So that's the second group, and we have one more here, divided by 0.6. So again, deal with them one by one, group by group. So we have, this is addition. So again, make sure that your decimal point is vertically aligned and do the operation. So 7 plus 4 is 11. 1, carry up 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 8 is 12. So 2, carry up 1 there. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 1 is 6. And then copy the decimal point, 6.21. Okay, now let's deal with the next group. We got 6.1 minus 5.8. Again, this is subtraction. So make sure that your decimal point is vertically aligned or straight down. Okay, so we got here, this is subtraction. So 1 is not enough, so we borrow 1 from here in the tens place, or the not tens, the ones place, right? So we get 11 minus 8 is 3. Okay, so what is left here is 5, right? So 5 minus 5 is 0. So that's how we get 0.3. Now, then, what we're going to do, copy the answer here. So we have, for this group, we got 6.21 and times, don't forget the operation symbol. Then we have, for this one, the result of this is 0.3, so times 0.3. And then copy that, divided by 0.6. Okay, so let's deal them one at a time. Again, this is the multiplication and division, so from left to right. So we deal with these two first. So we got 6.21 times 0.3. So if you're gonna multiply that, you get 3 and 6, okay, 6, and we got 18. Okay, so 0, just forget about that. So how many decimal place? We get 3, so 1, 2, 3. So our answer for this part only, this part only is 1.863. So let's continue and copy this one. So divided by 0.6. So here, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna use the relationship between decimals and fraction. Okay, so here 1.863 is equivalent to 1863 over 1000. Why 1000? Because this is on its thousands place. So then copy, divide by, so we got 6 over 10. Why 10? Because we get one decimal place. Okay, so then after that, just copy your dividend. So 1863 over 1000. Change this division operation into multiplication and do the reciprocal. So after that, we can do again cancellation. So 10 can cancel out, becomes 1, can cancel out here with 1000, so becomes 100. And here we can cancel out, you can divide this by 3, so we get 2, and here we can divide this by 3, we get 621. So that's actually the answer. The answer is 621 times 1 is 621, right? Then 100 times 2 is 200. So that's actually there. This is the result. What is this? Okay, now let me erase this one first, okay, so that you'll understand what happened. You might be wondering, hey, what did those times 5? Okay, now in this answer onward, this is actually the product here, 621 over 200. Now remember how to convert this to its equivalent fraction, that we can put this into its thousands place, find the what? Multiple. Remember the multiples of 10, multiples of hundreds, and multiples of thousand. Here I can use multiple of thousands. Okay, so what you're gonna do, use 5, right? Times 5, so I can end up with 1000 there. Then I can, okay, you can see what's happening. So I'm using 5. Let's put it back. If you use 5 here in your denominator, it becomes 200 times 5 is 1000, right? So that's what happened here. But then again, so that you won't make mistake, you also have to, if you use 5 multiply here by 5, you also get 2 multiply 5 in your numerator. So you are not changing the value, you are only getting its equivalent. Okay, so the equivalent fraction here now is on the thousands place. So we got 3105 over 1000. So do you need to solve this? No, because our denominator is 1000. You just have to move to the left 3 decimal places. So that's what happened. So actually, you just copy your 3105 like this. That's what I taught you in the previous videos. So move 3 decimal place. So we got 1, 2, 3, and that's where your decimal point belongs, and that is your answer, 3.105. Okay, and aside from this workings or solution, especially from in this area here, you can also use different method, not only using the equivalent fraction. Okay, here I have another solution or workings from this part. Okay, from this part. Okay, from this part you can use this method as well. 1.863 divided by 0.6. Okay, get that? So what I'm gonna do, again, use the relationship to make this into a whole number. See, whole number. So remember, it's like this. So from here, if this is 0.6, you just get to move it to the right. And again, 1.863, you get to move it to the right, the decimal point. So that's what happened here. It becomes a whole number, 18.63 divided by 6. So this is actually the workings. And you again end up with the same answer. Okay, If you're confused, guys, if you don't really understand, try to watch the video again. And if you have any questions on this, you can talk to me in our group chat in line. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope you understand this video for mixed operations involving decimals. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope to see you again on our next videos to come. Bye bye.